Plastic is an indispensable material in the modern world, providing several benefits to the society, global economy, and environment in specific stages of the value chain. For example, lightweight vehicles in the automotive sector at the stage of use, or lightweight food packaging in the food sector at the stage of distribution. The combination of versatility, durability, and cost effectiveness has made plastic ubiquitous in many applications of everyday life, which include food and beverages containers, adhesive, synthetic fibers, medical devices, coatings, packagings, even clothing. During the manufacturing process of all these plastic materials, chemical substances are intentionally added as either catalysts, additives, and even monomers to initiate the polymerization process and enhance the properties and functionalities of plastic materials, components, and their products. These chemicals or materials are known as intentionally added substances. These intentionally added substances or chemicals can migrate from plastic to the surrounding medium during their life cycle, presenting many short and long-term human environmental hazards. Our chemical of interest today is bisphenol-A or phthalate. These chemicals are well-known industrial synthetic compounds used in the production of polymers and proven endocrine disruptors. Exposure to these chemicals like bisphenol-A and phthalates at levels higher than the approved may lead to adverse health impacts. Today, we are going to pay close attention to Professor Patrick Marabuchi Haja, PhD, that postdoc fellow, Professor of Nutritional and Nutraceutical Biochemistry, currently the Director of Research Innovation, Consultancy and Extension, Kampala International University Western Campus, as he shares more light on the topic bisphenol-A and phthalates, public health threats, metabolic disruption, and nutraceutical-based mitigation strategies.
The LDL, which low-density good cholesterol, transport cholesterol from the liver to the peripheral tissue, the blood vessels, and deposit them. And at the same time, HDLC transport cholesterol from the peripheral tissues, like blood vessels, back to the liver. So a situation where LDL-C is higher than HDL-C is.
This public lecture had in attendance all the principals officers in the university, coupled with the lecturers, staffs, postgraduate students, and other various students in various departments. They stood and seated, paying close attention to this insightful discussion.
Is how bisphenol-A and phthalates influence metabolic health on oxidative stress and inflammation. Remember, most of the problem we have is centered on oxidative stress. Even sometimes casually we say, please manage your stress. Your work stress, your family stress, your day-to-day stress may result to oxidative stress. And when there is imbalance in reactive oxygen species, or what we call free radicals, and the blood antioxidants, when there is a tweak, then you see that oxidative stress setting. But one thing is that apart from our daily stress, there are also environmental induced stress, and that is what we are stressing. Phthalates and bisphenol-A also can contribute by binding to the same oxygen receptor. And this will now lead to the generation of reactive oxygen species. And this in turn activates night oxidase. And night oxidase oxidative stress by decreasing spongy synthase and reduce glutathione production. That's one thing I would like to inform you. You know, one of the secrets where some of these herbal products, they'll tell you that there's one herbal product, they say that cures HIV, cures every sickness. Sensitivity product. One of the things is that it's one of the natural products that can increase the production of reduced glutathione. Naturally, as you are aging, the endogenous antioxidants in form of reduced glutathione reduces the level of your system. So from 28 years above, this reduced glutathione begin to drop instead of increasing. And that is why from 30 something, some chronic disease will start manifesting. Because there is no powerful endogenous oxide that can fight it. But anything that can boost this is a serious medicine on its own. Because this reduced glutathione can fight any disease. The one thing, the technology they use in sensitivity is that it increases the reduced glutathione in our system. And once it is high, then they can take care of, they can maintain what we call homeostasis. Because on a daily basis, we are exposed to this. But if we don't have a strong antioxidant system, then that is when they can lead to oxidative stress. There's nothing to mop them out. So what phthalate and BISPHENOL-A do is to activate estrogen receptors, and that will lead to the high production of the antioxidant species. And this will now lead to the decrease in the activity of sponsored dismutase, and also lead to the reduction in reduced glutathione. And this will also lead to inflammation due to nuclear factor kappa beta activation and pro-inflammatory cytokines. All these things will come into play and ultimately lead to metabolic disease by cyclooxygenase activation, cyclooxygenase 2 activation. And this is how it can lead to oxidative stress.
Bisphenol-A and phthalate has also shown to pose various metabolic disorders like causing diabetes, in which the beta isolate of the pancreas is unable to produce enough insulin, or the cells are unable to be sensitive enough to the production of insulin.
Glucose uptake by glucose transporter, and this will now increase gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is the synthesis of glucose from non-glucose precursors. And that is why when we are fasting, we can still survive, we will not die. When the body has used all the available glucose to generate ATP, then the body can now start mobilizing triglyceride storage on the body. And after that, it can now start mobilizing even the proteins and fasting. That's why you can even fast up to 2 weeks, even a month, you will not die. But your body will help. So at this point, there is increasing gluconeogenesis by activation of phosphoenol pathways above the pancreas. And this now leads to increased glucose production. And at the end of the day, this leads to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance and particularly by accumulation of glucose in the bloodstream and pancreatic beta cell dysfunction.
Various mitigating factors were also addressed in order to inhibit the danger caused by these environmental toxicants like bisphenol-A and phthalate. Most of these mitigating factors were based on a plant-based, the fruit we eat, because most of these fruit contain some antioxidants. And what does it do? Those antioxidants found in the fruit we take on a daily basis are able to mop up the free radicals that is being exhibited by these toxicants. At the end of the lecture, questions were attended to and it was handled appropriately. A word of excellence was also given to Prof by the ADVC Finance, and pictures were also taken by all the participants of this epochal lecture.